Hey everyone, this is Book of Hours. So I have played a lot of Cultist Simulator, Sunless Sea, Sunless Skies, and I've been waiting for this game for years. So Alexis Kennedy is a really great writer. I love his games. So this game should be very exciting. Let's get to it. I have played the demo. I've also played a lot of the beginning of this game up until unlocking the Hush House, so that won't be, uh, I will be very familiar with that part already. But after that, it will be all blind for me, so that should be fun. Let's go. All right, here we go. Now let me pause this first. Brankrug, March 7th, 1936. There has been no librarian at Hush House since the fire, 7 years now. Suitable candidates are very difficult to find, but perhaps we have found one in you. Take care on your journey. The seas around Brankrug are treacherous. St. Brandon's Cove. So the cold comes first. Thunder growling, waves pounding, and finally me sprawled on the sodden sand of the beach. There's something in my hand. I have my health, memory of the storm, and a drowned book. The one possession I kept from the shipwreck. It must be important to me. Let me collect all those. Okay, so our goal here is to unlock the village up until the bridge and the hush house finally. So at first we need someone to guide us up the bridge. Brancog Village, sanctuary in the storm. I'll need help to climb the cliffs in the dark, and the locals are suspicious of outsiders, more than ever so since the Restoration and the new king. So we need something with assistance and sky, which looks like if you hover your mouse, you can see which cards have the same property. So you can see it's actually the storm. So we just need something with assistance, but not skeptical because okay, not skeptical. So first let us look into our book. Perhaps this book can help me put the pieces together. So let's put the storm here. If you click on the slots or yeah, if you click on the slots, it will highlight which cards can go there. Or you can also look at the properties here. So let's put the storm. There was a storm. It smashed the ship like an egg, but I seized this book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Bangkok. Alright, let's run that. Pause. There was a storm. Oh, I read that already. And Bangkok is where I wanted to be, but it's hard to remember why. What else did I lose in the storm? So I got my book back and some elements of the soul. Alright. So Shapt is eloquence and understanding. The door opens both ways. Jor is exuberance, instinct, and rhythm. And Fet is the part of us which dreams. Okay, let's do the book and one of the elements of the souls. So now depending on which one you choose here, you can get different starts. Like who your beginning friend is. So let's say I have, I want to choose this one. I like opening doors, so let's choose that one. Let's choose Shaft. The human soul has 9 parts. Eloquence and understanding rise from that part of the soul we call Shaft. Is my Shaft strong? Recover this, and the others will be lost for now. Alright, this is the coast where Brankrug Isle lies. My sources briefed me thoroughly about the place, and I know there's no way I can cross to the isle in these seas. I'll need to find shelter for the night. So I got a few more elements of the soul, and the ship is no longer fatigued. So let's work on one of those again. Let's use the book and another one, which is so we have metal, the capacity for meaningful choice. Wrist is a name, memory, the part which remains. Most librarians know that books have souls. Most librarians hope for books with simple souls of wits and nothing else. Faust is sight, perception, inspiration. Arab is pride, compassion, hatred, and fear. So I kind of want metal. The capacity for meaningful choice because I don't know, I just want to my choices to be meaningful. So metal is the soul's tempering, will, self-discipline, the part of us which makes the right choice. Choose a strong metal in the past where you made mistakes, the ways to watch the ways to others. Okay, let's play that. All right, so we opened up another action here. Perhaps here I can atone for all I've done, but what was that exactly? First things first, I remember there's someone in the village who will give me sanctuary if I can get there. So we remembered we have the address of an old friend here, and our old friend is Denzel. Yay! Denzel is the blacksmith of Brancrow Village. I remember him from the war. If he remembers me, I can find shelter beneath his roof once I've reached the Brancrow Village. So Denzel has the forge. Now I like starting with Denzel because he has the forge, and as far as I can remember, these get unlocked with the forge property. So it's very helpful. I don't need to look for other assistance in the moment, the near future. So let us. So we have. Oh, we have. Let's conduct this. Let's also wait for this to finish. Bancroft village must be nearby, but it's hard going, dragging my soaked body across the soaked sand in the teeth of this wind. Which way? Okay, we got a memory of fear. The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. Lovecraft. Is edge, scale, and memory. Okay, let's collect those. So let's see. If I can only muster a meaning strength to find help, we can use. Okay, if you click here, we can use our shaft. Perhaps there's someone out there, even in this weather. I can feel my lungs and bellow for help. That would also mean I don't need to crawl any further. Okay, let's start. All right, at last, I see the light of a hurricane lamp bobbing in the dark. As it approaches, a face glimmers above the lamp. Hey, we got fisherman's assistance from that. Our shaft is now fatigued, so we can't use that for a while. This one, so this is the fisherman's assistance, which we can use assistance here, but if you can see, he is skeptical and we cannot use skeptical. So let's see where we can use him. If we click here, we can put him here. And it says, come no closer, what's thy business? A name. I have my old friend's address. Is he someone else speak for you? Of course, since 1930 and the Restoration, the locals have grown even more suspicious of foreigners. But there is someone in Bangkok, so I gave him the address of my old friend, and it's like all shaky by the cliffs then. And there you go, he's no longer skeptical. So we can now use him here. Bangkok Village Sanctuary. Okay, I read that. Yay, there you go. So we've unlocked the village. We're finally there. Oops, let me pause that. This quiet Cornish fishing village has lain long in the Isle's shadow. It might be as old as Hush House itself, and like Hush House, Rancor Village has provided sanctuary over the years for its share of misfits and exiles. Okay, so this, as you can see, as I mentioned earlier, this is Denzel's house, the smithy. Denzel Smith has worked more than he needs, and he rarely opens his doors to strangers. So I need introduction, a mutual acquaintance, or someone with similar trade, or someone who can appeal to see. So we're good with that. Now, as I mentioned before, you can also start depending on which card you get. You can start here with Mrs. and Mr. Kill, either one of them. Mrs. Killen, or you can also start at the rectory. So Mrs. Kill and the midwife is tall and gloomy. Mr. Kill, the undertaker, is slight and wry. These troubled times both are wary of strangers. And Reverend Timothy is a hospitable soul, but Terence, his housekeeper, guards her employer fiercely. She doesn't want his innocent theological enthusiasms getting him in trouble with the new king's men. Alright, so let's go meet Denzel. We also need to take care of our health because we're half drowned and we're dying. So I paused this because if you don't pause, this kind of turns into like you're freezing to death, and I haven't really seen what happens like after that, but yeah, you might die. So anyway, let's knock knock. Denzel looms in the far bright doorway. The storm wind plucks at you both. Shelter, I need shelter for my health. Denzel looms in the far bright doorway. You? Here? How? Let's start. Me, she, drown. Denzel only has the one bed, but he can offer me a straw mattress in the smithy. It's smoky, but the warmth is very welcome. And then, oh, it's morning. Denzel pauses at the door as I wish him good night. So if you can see here, I like how it like moves as the time passes. Denzel pauses at the door as I wish him good night. It's already morning. Sun will be back, he observes. Always do. Used to say that in the war, didn't we? The words linger as he climbs up the passage. The lamp flame flickers red, gold red. Ooh, so I got another memory. It's a revelation. Some truth come to us from outside or above. And we got our health here. Yay, it's already restored. Now what we need to do is read this one, but it's kinda it's soaked. So we need to heat it up. Hello, Denzel. I need to warm up my okay, never mind. How do I warm this up? Let's see. Let's see. Hey Denzel. Let me see. I'm always welcome at Denzel's Smithy. Denzel will offer help for free as a friend if you give him an occult coinage. We'll perform the service of division. So let's see. Let's talk about Denzel rarely works. Oh, my book. And it's like Denzel watches with grave interest as I dry the book in the warmth of his forge fire. He provides wads of cotton to put between the pages, but otherwise he keeps his distance. He is wary of the written word. I am beginning to suspect he cannot read. I do not expect he will ever tell me. Okay, nice. So we have dried the book, goat skin, antelope, some scarred leather that catches in my memory. I should know. So what's interesting is actually, and what's really nice is that depending on where you tried your book, so I tried here once and it had feathers all around. It was feather covered, feather bound. So it's very nice and very nice detail. I don't remember trying it here at the rectory. So yeah, I really love that detail. So now we got our book. We can let's see if we can do something here. Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. Hmm. My journal. That barred leather cover is familiar, but the storm so scattered my thoughts. Let's see what happens. I kinda actually forgot what happens, so my journal, I'm sure of it. The storm scattered my thoughts, but each page it turns familiar. I begin to recall now why I came here to understand my curse and redeem myself. Ooh, more about your origin and your aspirations in your journal. Oh, okay. So I got another element of the soul. Nice. I got three. And then we can also go here to the post office once I know what to ask for. Let's see. We can collect something here if we use our journal. The postmistress regards me with the chilly gaze of goddess image in an ancient hill shrine. The librarian, says she. Yes, I have something for you. Wait here, please. Okay. The postmistress returns with an envelope addressed to the librarian, Hush House, Brankrug Isle, postmarked in Wales a week ago. So we got a letter to the librarian and a 10-shilling note. Nice. So the letter says this is a letter from St. Ronwin's Trust. The trust connection with Hush House is probably benevolent, but persistently obscure. Postmistress keeps the gate to the wider world. In her left hand is the lightning, which is to say the telegraph, and in her right the thunder, which is to say the only telephone in Bangkok. Before her lies the cash register, which accepteth the, right, the greater currency and returneth its lesser children. Ah, so you can actually break this down. The postmistress will accept the offering and bestow upon me the appropriate change. I love the language. It's so funny. Let's see. Hey, and pause. 10 shillings discarnated into lesser coins. Okay. I got a crown, half crown, florin, and a sixpence. All right, let's read the letter. Message from me. Read the letter. To reply instead, add ink at a desk. So we don't have a desk, we don't have ink. I've finished reading. Oh. The letter reads, St. Ronwen's Trust wishes to congratulate me on my appointment as librarian of Hush House. The Trust assures me that it will provide the promised stipend each spring. Hmm. So yeah, this is my concern or my question if of how we can get money in this game. So for now, I know that every year you can get like 10 shillings. So, oh no, not shilling. Yeah, was it shilling? But reminds me that its resources are limited and suggests I seek local assistance in restoring the premises. Let us know when you're all set up and ready to receive visitors. The letter concludes. It's signed simply the trustees. Okay. All right, so let's start unlocking some parts of the map. So here for the bridge, every so this is a mystical bridge. Every so often, someone builds a bridge to the isle. Each bridge lasts 100 years or 200. Then the sea disposes of it. This was built in the 1890s, and that makes it the newest bridge, but that doesn't mean it's new. Okay, so for repairs, so see, like I said, it uses the forge aspect, and our friend Mr. Denzel already has that, so it's good. You can use forge, lantern, or sky. So, Mr. Denzel, I need your assistance. So you can use anything here to start a conversation from him, with him, I mean, and he'll give us. And if you don't put anything on the topic, he'll just give us an assistance for whatever. So there. And then we'll go ahead and use that here. Every so often, oh, okay, I already read that. Let's unlock. And then there you go. It's open. So we've lost, so we can only use the assistance once. It'll disappear and we have to get another assistance after that. And since we also don't have anything, everything's fatigued, every part of us is fatigued, we can't work anymore. So for now, what we can do is just wait until the night. The next morning, everything here will be restored. So right now it's afternoon. The little hour called nones. Is that nones or nuns? When the doors of the mansus are most tightly closed. For the secular, the hours when we may submit tea or celebrate it. Let's let it run. Oh, and yeah, this one, Tree of Wisdoms. The Tree of Wisdom. Scholars and adepts recognize 9 wisdoms, although they disagree where one wisdom ends and another begins. Something for me to think about. Travel the Tree of Wisdom to learn secrets and to gain elements of the soul. Ah, okay. So here's where we can get more of these. Now, I haven't really. Oh, let's see. Oh, interesting. It accepted the book. Pro- I haven't touched this before, so this is fairly new. Let us put first. Let me try this one. No, okay. Let me put the book here and assign. Ooh, the roots of memory. There are always choices, and so there are always regrets. Unlock the tray and gain a trust card. Is this my book? Sans card journal. My book transformed. I am the librarian of Hush House, and this journal will record what arose from my crime and my curse. The archaeologist's dearest wish when they came to the house was to record a history where their crime could be forgiven or redefined. But you can't complete the game by recording any history. You might wish to begin your studies with the Scolecosophy. Hmm. Scole Skolkosophy? Wisdom? Oh my god. I don't know how to pronounce that. So yeah, let me just check that again. The archaeologists theorists wish when they came to the house was to record a history where their crime could be forgiven or defined. But we can complete the game by recording any history. Like I don't know what that means, but let's see. So we got Trist, the change and longing, one of the 9 parts. Nice, nice, nice. Put that here. What is this? Exploring the tree. Every skill could belong to one of 2 wisdoms. Decide which by assigning it here. This will grow your understanding of the wisdom and reward you with an element of the soul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. We have birdsong, preservation, bosque, scholascophy, Nyctodromy, Hushery, Elimination, Ithastry, Horomachistry, Damn, Moth, Heart. This is very cool. So, let's see. Here I begin my climb. Bird song. I wonder what, so we can put here a wisdom and, but not committed. Hmm. Um, Oh, I have 2 shops. Hey, where's my oh? Okay. So, right. So I don't know what to do here yet. It doesn't look like I can put anything at the moment. So let's go back. And nice, we got another element of the soul, which means I can get assistance and unlock the house. Let's go, Mr. Denzel. Oh no, it's afternoon. Is it? Let me just try. Because in the evening, I cannot use them anymore. Oh, oh, I can't use it here. What is this then? Oh, hmm, occupant. A visitor or soul element with this aspect can be placed in the guest bed. Hmm, interesting. Darn. Let's see if we can use it here. Oh no, I can't. Nope. Nope. Oh no, I can't use it. All right. So let's wait until morning. All right. It's morning. Good morning, everyone. So I don't know. I'm gonna try and see what we'll figure out what we can do with this. But in the meantime, let's unlock Hush House and by getting another help from Denzel. Okay. So as you can see, it's very useful because now here we need two forge, and he has two forge. Yay! A cottage where Hush House groundskeeper lived. Until the fire, if I can get into the place and make it habitable, I can use it as a base for reclaiming more of the house. Let's unlock that. It takes 60 seconds, but let's just wait. All right, nice. So we've unlocked this is Hush House. Welcome to Hush House, everyone. So we have to unlock every single one of these rooms. I'm so excited. I have not gone any further than this. So I think I've unlocked just these two. That's it, or these three. But everything here is a mystery to me. So here we have our cottage. We can actually claim this by like sleeping on it. So stout, rustic, snug. Use a matching soul card to move your belongings in and make this your bed, or place a matching visitor card to encourage them to stay a little longer. We can put ourselves here. Move your belongings into this room. You can then use this bed to rest soul cards and recover maladies. Okay, let's do that. Wait. Oh, that's 1 minute. Oh, interesting. I thought that was moving so slow. So we got here. Oh, a key. Look. Hush house key. Oops, let's pause. Hush heavy enough that it takes both hands to turn. Heavy enough to brain someone, though you'd need both hands for that too. Let's take that for ourselves. And oh, we're now fatigued, but this is a safe place for me now to the extent that dreams are safe. Let's get back our health. So whenever we have something fatigued, like this one for example, we can restore it here, but we need some other stuff. So I don't have skill, I don't have memory, so we'll figure that out later. We have a kettle. Fire always accepts gifts and boils the kettle for tea. Tea. Let's see if we can make tea, because we have tea. I haven't tried this before. It kind of worries me because it says oh, soul card. No, I don't want to fatigue myself right now. So we got a few books. These have been read or cataloged, but these are not. So we still have to catalog them. And then we got some laundry basket. I don't know what for. We have a dandelion wine. We can use this to restore our soul. Got a plant, a candle. Anyway, let's go ahead and unlock this first part of the great gate of the house. The walls of the house tower above me. I had been told that it was abandoned after a fire, but there is no sign of any such thing. The building will no doubt need restoration, but it's in better shape than I'd feared. Books are the memory that does not die, reads the inscription above the gate. I love it. Since we have the key, we can use that there. Alright, so while we're waiting, let's look what else is here. 10. 1. Traveling at Night, Volume 1. Let's pause that. The annotated dream journals of Christopher Illopoli, sometimes called the only readable occultist, literate, entertaining, bewildering. Okay, and Traveling at Night, Volume 2, The Annotated Dream Journals of Christopher Lawler. Okay. I don't know if we can read it, because in Cultism, we can actually read the books, like what's inside. Anyway, oh yeah, so there, we've unlocked the house, the first part of the house. Yay! So this is the Watchman's Tower, the gatehouse. Back in the 11th century, Brian of Brittany built the tower and its gate to protect St. Brandon's Abbey, so as Hush House was then known. Later, the Barons de Wolf strengthened the gate against their many enemies, but it's a long time now since Hush House was any kind of fortress, and by the time the scholars of the Curia took possession, this place had long been a comfortable waiting room for visitors to the Hush, too minor to merit immediate attention. Okay, so this is like your discrimination room. Okay, so we're not so important, just stay here for the moment. This was baronial period. In the 16th century, the De Wolf family became the Barons Branckrug, governing the Isle as their personal estate until 1759 when their line ended in madness and death. All right, so there you go, guys. We have unlocked most of the place, the bridge and the hush house. So next, we will be unlocking more of these, reading the books that we have here. And yeah, so I'll see you then. Bye bye.